Hi, lovelies. Welcome back to The Feminine Curator. I'm your host, Ruth Moore, and today we are starting a new series that I am so excited about. Now, if you know me at all, you know how deeply I value my female friendships. My circle of girlfriends include some of the most important people in my life, and I invest in those relationships. I support them, I advocate for them, and I cheer them on. Female friendship has been a lifeline for me, especially in my midlife and the years that followed my divorce. Now, it has shown me how vital it is to have women who see you, hold you, and remind you who you are when life shifts. Now, navigating female friendships in midlife can feel complicated. We've lived enough life to know that not every connection is meant to last forever. Some friendships fade gently, some end in heartbreak, and others evolve into something deeper, something sacred. But what's becoming clearer now more than ever is that female friendship is one of the most important investments that we can make in our health, in our happiness, and our longevity. Research from Harvard and UCLA shows that women who maintain strong, supportive friendships, we live longer, we experience less depression, and even recover faster from illness. Spending time with close female friends actually releases oxytocin. Now, that is the hormone that reduces stress and strengthens our emotional resilience. So when we say that female friendship is good for your health, it's not poetic, it's scientific. We are wired for connection. And what's really beautiful is that culturally, we are finally starting to see that. We are entering a new season, one where women are no longer competing for worth or validation, but connecting for healing, joy, and growth. Now, this is the Feminine Circle, the Friendship Series, and it is a space where we explore what it means to build, nurture, and protect the kind of female friendships that truly support our evolution. Now, just like in House Formula, where we talked about body, boundaries, and beauty as the foundation of a curated life, your friendships need a foundation too. I call them your relational pillars. These are the values that hold your female friendships steady through the changing seasons of your life. They help you build friendships that are reciprocal, emotionally safe, and mature, and help you recognize when something in your circle no longer aligns. Now, in my experience, our outlook and how we navigate friendships directly tie into how we navigate romantic relationships. If you're struggling with boundaries, communication, and romantic relationships, chances are you're having the same struggles in your friendships. These two, they come hand in hand. So before we go any further, I also want to be clear that I'm going to share with you my relational pillars. I want to encourage you to sit down and define your own. Think about what matters most to you in your friendships. What do you need to feel safe, supported, and seen? So I recommend choosing 3 to 5 pillars that reflect your values. I'm sharing mine today as an example. It is not a rule book, but it's an invitation. So as you listen, take note of what resonates with you and what you might want to refine for yourself. So let's walk through my 5 relational pillars that matter most to me. Now, number 1 is reciprocity. True friendships isn't about keeping score, but it is about balance. There should be a rhythm of give and take, care and consideration. If you're always the one checking in, planning, listening, or carrying the emotional weight, that's not reciprocity, that's over-functioning. Healthy female friendship means both women pour into the space, not perfectly, but intentionally. Number 2, loyalty. Loyalty is more than just showing up. It's how your friend protects your name when you're not in the room. It's whether she can celebrate you without envy, hold your absence with honor, and tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable. It's also how she handles the people and experiences that have hurt you. Does she stand by you in your hardest moments? Does she create safety when you're vulnerable, or does she go neutral when things get messy? Loyalty isn't blind allegiance, but it is emotional integrity. Number 3, emotional maturity. Now, this one is everything. Because friendship without emotional maturity will always feel like walking on eggshells. It means you can navigate conflict without cruelty, boundaries without resentment, and honesty without punishment. It's being able to hold space for both love and accountability. And that's what allows a friendship to grow instead of fracture. Number 4, accountability. Every friendship has moments of tension. What defines the relationship is how repair happens afterward. Accountability is taking ownership, apologizing when needed, and being willing to grow together. Without accountability, there is no trust. And without trust, there is no depth. Number 5, relational integrity. At the heart of it all, it is alignment, and not just emotional, but moral. And when I talk about alignment, I'm not just referring to energy or personality. I'm talking about values, the things that guide how a woman moves through the world, what she believes in, how she treats other people, and how she shows up when no one is watching. Does she honor other people's relationships? Does she speak with respect even in disagreement? Does she live with empathy and accountability, or does she thrive on gossip and chaos? This kind of alignment is what I call relational integrity, because your circle should reflect not only who you are, but also what you believe. Friendships built on shared values create safety. Friendships without it eventually create conflict. Okay, so we've talked about our relational pillars, the values that hold your friendship steady. Now let's define our circles. So when I think about my friendships, I picture 3 distinct circles. At the center is my inner circle. These are the women who know my heart, they know my story, and they know my truth. They've earned deep access to me, my time, my energy, and my personal life. The next is my middle circle. This is the acquaintances, the kind women I see at events, chat with online, or share community spaces with. I obviously care about them, but they don't have the same access to my private world. And then finally, there is the outer circle, our community. These are the people I know through shared spaces or interests, maybe through work, hobbies, social media, local involvement. I wish them well. I might collaborate, I might connect occasionally, but they do not get access to my inner world. And that's the point of defining your circles, so you can give your energy and access intentionally. And not everyone deserves the same level of intimacy, and protecting that balance is one of the healthiest things you can do for your peace. So I want you to ask yourself this week, who in your life reflects the kind of woman you're becoming? Who fills you up and who quietly empties you? Who celebrates your growth and who only clings to your past self? Lastly, and most important, take time to decide what are your relational pillars and define your 3 circles. This will put you on a path of spending your energy with intention. And as you ask those questions, remember, not every ending is a loss. Sometimes it's simply alignment. It is the universe making space for friendships that meet you where you are, not where you were. Because this next chapter of your life deserves friendships that feel like peace, not performance. Friendships that hold you accountable, not hostage. And women who really see you and see you for the woman that you are becoming. Thank you for listening to this series, the Feminine Circle, the Friendship Series. If this episode resonated with you, share it with the women in your life. Join me next time where we will be exploring the hidden red and green flags of female friendships, how to recognize emotional immaturity early, and what true alignment looks like in action. Now, you can find me across all social media platforms. I'm at the House of Ruth. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I will see you next week.